Hello and welcome back to the channel. For the new subscribers, thank you very much for joining us, and for the rest of you, thank you very much for hanging in there. This morning we are back up in Northumberland and we're on yet another photo challenge set by Tom O'Neill in the Collaborators group on Facebook. If you haven't seen it, pop across and have a look. And the challenge this week is for old industry, not modern stuff, old stuff. So today we've come up to Woodhorn Colliery Museum by the Queen Elizabeth Country Park up in Northumberland near Ashington, and this is a Victorian coal mine with all its original buildings and the pit heads. Everything's up here, so we're actually having a good time at the moment. Already taking some images this morning, and we'll take a few more and we'll show you some as we go along, and we'll bring you back for a couple of video slots in between. So we'll bring you back shortly when we've got some more things to show you. Okay, so you can just make out the structure there behind me, which is number 1 Heapstead pit head. I'll pan you around here to give you a proper look at it. I've just taken some stills as well. This was done in 1897, so quite an old part of the colliery, and I'll spin you around now and give you a view of that one. Okay, got some images here to put up for you now. We've just been up into the Jack Engine House, which was built in 1894, and I'll put some pictures up for you to follow this in a moment. We've also been to the Capel Fan Motor Room, which was built in 1900, and you can probably hear that noise behind me. That's Steph playing in the Capel Fan House right here. Okay, so Steph's gone in there and she started the fans up. Okay, so that's what's drowning me out. Thanks, Steph. So yeah, the Capel Fan Motor Room, which is just to my side here right now, was built in 1900, and then it was rebuilt after the war in 1942 when the Germans dropped a bomb on it and took the original fan house out. So there's a new one in there now, which is a lot more, in those days, economical and environmentally friendly compared to what they used to have, and obviously more efficient for the miners that were down underground. I believe the pit here was 880 feet deep. That was from the number 1 shaft that we showed you there a little bit earlier on. Now the fan's winding down. I'll try and get you in there in a minute. It was quite dark when I've been and took some photographs of it, so I'll try and get you in a second. But we showed you Heapstead number 1, or Heapstead number 1, which is the big one you can see just over my shoulder there. That was that head. And number 2, I'll just spin you round a moment and hopefully tilt you upwards. There is number 2. So that's Heapstead number 2 up there. Amazing little museum this actually. It's the whole mine is virtually still intact, obviously not usable. It hasn't been used since 1981, 82 I think it was. It's close. I'll confirm that with you in a minute. I'll put a little line across the bottom here, but very well preserved, very well worth a visit if you're in the Northumberland area. Okay, so that's finished playing. Let's see if we can get you in here a minute and see what happens. I'll just turn you off when I get in the door, and if it all works I'll put you back on. Okay, so we're now in the fan room, or the Capel fan house, which again this was built in 1900. I hope you can hear me all right. As you can see, quite a narrow little place. Now, if I just walk you in, and hopefully, I might have to play around with the ISO here to put this up. That there is the big fan, and this is what it sounds like. Excuse the noise. If you've got your volume on, turn it down now. Okay, so just before the heavens open on us, as you can probably tell from the sky in the picture here right now, it's gone very, very grey, very, very overcast, so it's about to come down in stair odds yet again. So we're going to call this quits while we're heading we're dry. Just being challenged by a very, very nice lady here from the Colliery to make sure we weren't doing anything commercial with this video, which we're not. Yeah, it's time to say cheerio to Woodhorn Colliery, and you can see their #1 head and the actual monument to the miners behind me. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, hit the like, subscribe button, and it's just starting to rain. So with that, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye for now.